All right, so welcome back to this week's episode of All Eyes on the Ball with your host. You should already know our faces by now. My name is Dylan Cotton. I'm here with my co-host Connor Cotton, and for the new viewers, you're currently watching this week's episode of All Eyes on the Ball, currently being streamed live on WJZ Cool TV on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and all the other top social media platforms in the world. And if you enjoy watching our show, feel free to send us any donations that you would like to give us to our Cash App, All Eyes on the Ball. Follow our website, alleyesontheball.com. Our website is slowly developing and coming together. And without further ado, let's get started. So, I remember last week we were talking about the All Star game, and this past Thursday or Friday, was it? The reserves came out. I think it was yesterday. No, it was February 3rd when the reserves came out, and I'm going to pull up the list of the reserves right now.
All I can say is they almost got the list perfect. There's just a few problems I
have. I'm currently pulling up the All Star reserves right now, and from this list of reserves, we have for the Eastern Conference pool, we have Jimmy Butler, Darius Garland, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Chris Middleton, Jason Tatum, and Fred VanVleet.
I got the East perfect.
So for the West, we have Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Rudy Gobert, Draymond, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, and Karl Anthony Towns. What are your reactions on that?
Well, the East and the West, they're almost perfect. But did Rudy Gobert make it?
Yeah, Rudy Gobert made it.
That's the only problem I have with this list. Did Draymond make it?
Yes.
Yeah, the only problem I have with this list is that Rudy Gobert and Draymond Green are in it. Even though Rudy Gobert should probably not be in it. Draymond for sure
should not be in that. Draymond's been
he's been average.
He's been average his entire career. I'm not.
No, he's not. No, don't do that.
No,
don't do that.
Yes, he has.
No,
what is he known for? Besides his defense. Besides his defense and his leadership, what else is he really known for?
No, Cap, you're kind of right on
he's
that.
Not
he's been an integral part in all the Warriors championships.
He has, and I'm not denying that. But even y'all know, even the real basketball fans out there should know that Draymond plays a big part in the Warriors' success. But at the same time, he really does not make that much of a difference. And he really does not make that much of a difference. Like, come on, like, what else? What else does he do besides his defense and his leadership? He's not known for anything. Yeah. Now, Rudy Gobert, no, I don't think Rudy Gobert should have made it, period.
He should have not made it. I know it's the East and West reserve, but I feel like Jared Allen should have made it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, was I not talking about this last week and you looked at me like I had a third eye?
Yes.
I literally said last week that Jared Allen should be a all-star, at least an all-star, and you looked at me like I was crazy.
I know.
Did you not look at me? All right. So when is the draft? Is the 10th?
I think so. Yeah,
the draft is February 10th, and the actual All-Star weekend is the week of the 20th.
Yeah.
So we got that out the way. Let's look at the Rising Stars. Because they have it's actually a brand new format that they have this week or for this year's All Stars. So I believe it's 4 coaches, 4 different teams with 4 different players from the G League that's going to be playing in this All Star game. I'm about to take a second and look up.
All Star game, Rising Stars game.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the Rising Stars game. All right, I'm about to take a second to look up these rosters so I can give you guys a brief rundown on what's the. All right. Here we go. Oh, and if y'all want to hop on the call or just hop in and call the show, the call-in number gonna be somewhere right there or just somewhere on the screen, and it's gonna be 313-355-6018 if you want to call in and join the conversation that we're having, or just give us your 2 cents on the topic that we're talking about. Yeah. All right. So. All right. So it's 4 teams. You got Team Barry, Team Thomas, Team Payton, and
Team Worthy.
Yes, Team Worthy. All right. So I'm finna run down the list of all these players. I'm finna run down the list of all these teams. You got Evan. You got for Team Barry. You have Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Franz Wagner, Jay Sean Tate, who has actually been hooping this year, surprisingly.
Even though the Rockets have been terrible, they just got
Yeah.
blown out by the Spurs yesterday.
Everybody and their mother who watches basketball should know that the Rockets are like dead last in the West right now.
No, wait.
They are dead last in the West right now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, they're dead last in the West, especially since Jalen Green been out most of the season. No, he's been playing most of the season.
I think
but
so.
they're 8-9 with him, and they're 8-9 with Jalen Green playing, and 6 for 26 and 6 and 26, I believe, with him
Without him
playing. Yes. All right. So Team Barry, you got Evan Mobley, Kay Cunningham, Franz Wagner, Jay Sean Tate, Isaac Okoro, Alperen Sengun, another rookie for the Rockets, I believe, and you have Dyson Daniels of G League Ignite. So for this G League Ignite thing, I'm pretty sure they pick 4 of the best players that have been playing for the G League team, and they move them into the Rising Stars draft pool, and that's how they pick out what team they want. That's how they pick out what player they want on each team. All right, I'm so confusing, y'all. I'm so sorry. And yeah. Oh, okay. Next team, Team Thomas. You got Anthony Edwards, Sadiq Bey, Desmond Bain, Isaiah Stewart, Tyrese Halliburton, Precious Achua, and Jaden Hardy. I don't see anything wrong with that list.
We said the list again.
You got Anthony Edwards, Sadiq Bey, Desmond Bain, Isaiah Stewart, Tyrese Halliburton, Precious Achua, and
Okay, well,
Jaden
I'm going to
Hardy.
stop right there. I know, I might not know a lot of rookies, but I don't think Precious Achua has been playing that good either.
Why you say that?
I feel like since the Heat are, I think, second or I think third in the conference right now. If they're second and third in the conference, he is
They're
not
like
been,
second.
All right, I'm about to
They're
say
like second in the conference.
he has not gotten a lot of minutes. And hold on,
Because he's been hurt, I'm pretty sure.
he's been hurt.
I believe he's been hurt.
Well, if he has, that's okay. But still, next year, I think for the All Star Game and the Rising Stars Challenge, they should have every All Star player that's in the All Star Game should at least play I think 40 or 45 games. Well, at least somewhere between the 20 and 45 game range.
We hit the 45 game mark. No, we've hit the 40 game mark like over the last couple weeks.
I know, I don't like it when I see a bunch of players who've only played 5 games in one season be in the All Star Game.
Who?
Okay, well, I don't know who this year, but like
nobody's played 5 games. Nobody on the All Star starters team has played 5 games and made it.
I know,
or just under 5.
But
games
I'm talking about in past years. I think it's like 2011. I think Yao Ming made it by playing 5 games
because he's 7'6".
So he should not make the All Star game that year.
That's a first.
I know. I'm a big Yao Ming fan.
He was praising.
He's one of the best centers of all time. But still, you cannot be an All Star when you only played 5 games. I don't even care if you put up 34, 10, and 5 in those 5 games. You have to at least play 20 or at least 25 games to be an All Star.
That's okay. That's a valid reason. That's a valid point. Okay, so for the next team, we have Team Payton. You got LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Jaden McDaniels, which I have not heard anything about. Ayo Dosunmu.
Who is that?
Ayo?
I don't know who that is.
Ayo Dosunmu? You don't know who that is?
No,
He played for Illinois last year. Remember when we watched that game last year when they lost to Loyola?
Yeah.
That's Ayo.
Was he the
number
point guard?
11? Yes, number 11.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes, that's the point guard. You got Chris Duarte, Davion Mitchell, and Scoot Henderson on the same team.
I don't know who Scoot Henderson is.
Well, do your research. Okay, and for the viewers out there that don't know who Scoot Henderson is, basically he graduated a whole year and a half early so he could go turn pro and play for G League Ignite. But before he graduated, he was a 2022 5-star recruit out of Kell High School in Atlanta, Georgia. And he was averaging, I believe, 32 points. He was averaging 32 points and 10 boards a game before he decided to skip his senior year of high school and skip college and go play in the G League with for $500,000 contract. Yeah, that part. And yeah, so y'all can do your research after the show, and yeah, do your research after the show, and we'll be all right. So for the final team in this 4-team pool, we have Cole Anthony, Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones.
Okay, now that one I'm a little skeptical.
Herbert Jones. You know who that is, though?
I think I know who that is.
I don't know who that is. You got Herbert Jones, Jalen Suggs, Tyrese Maxey, and Marjon. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his last name.
That team is perfect. That's my pick to win the entire tournament right there.
Why?
Well, you have one of the, in my opinion, the future of the Thunder in Josh Giddey, who has put up some random.
So Shea is not the future of the Thunder?
Okay, him and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous is better than Alexander's better than Josh Giddey by a mile, but still, you have Josh Giddey who puts up random stats, but still is a very, very valuable player to the Thunder's future, including Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who should be the ultimate franchise player. But
he is the franchise player. They inked him for $150 million last year. I'm pretty sure.
I know if they waste his time with the Thunder like they did Durant, the Thunder should just delete their franchise because they have a good thing going with him, Giddey. I forgot. I don't know how to say his first name, but his last name is Dort.
Lou.
Oh,
it's literally
Lou Dort.
Literally, his first name is Lou Dort.
Yeah, Lou Dort. And I feel like I'm missing a bunch of other players, but still, Josh Giddey is the best all-around young player I think I've seen in about a few years because he can pass the ball, he can rebound. I'm not so sure about his defending, but he can pass, rebound, and score. And I feel like Josh Giddey is gonna.
I wore this hat last week.
I know. But I feel like Josh Giddey is going to be a problem in the years to come. I feel like he's going to be a top 10 player in about 6 or 7 years. And I feel like the Thunder are going to be like the 5th or 4th seed by that time. You cannot just read me on that. That's
I'm putting hat back on. What you said, Thunder are actually going to be good in the next 5 to 6 years?
Do you see how many first round picks they have?
Their whole franchise, and y'all can agree with me on this. Their whole franchise is literally counting on 6th graders.
So
they have 30 first round picks going into 2030.
I know.
That's 6 years from now. 8 years from now.
Okay.
That's 8 years from now.
I know.
They literally counting on 6th graders, 5th graders, just elementary kids.
It's like
they ain't even counting on nobody in high school.
It's like they have 5 first round picks per year for the next 8 years.
Right. That's literally how it is. But I believe my pick to win this whole thing is Team Payton.
But hold on, who was the last team though? The one with Giddey on
it. The Team Worthy.
That's my pick. That's my pick
My pick for this year's Rising Stars tournament is definitely gonna be Team Payton. Just for the simple fact that you got Davion Mitchell, Scoot Henderson, LaMelo Ball on the same.
I don't know who Scoot Henderson is.
Well, look him up when you get home.
Okay.
Look him up when you get home.
And the Bucks just signed Greg Monroe.
Whoa. All right, so let's switch over to the football side of things right quick. Super Bowl. Bengals. We got Super Bowl February 13th. Bengals and Rams. Halftime performance is going to be Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and I believe somebody else. If I'm wrong, feel free to call in and correct me on that. But I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure that's everybody who's going to be performing at halftime. But yeah, Bengals beat the Chiefs. Bengals beat the Chiefs. Rams beat the 49ers. I'm happy. I remember saying that the Rams was probably not going to beat the 49ers because they blew them out twice.
Yeah.
But
you're forgetting Jimmy G's at quarterback, man.
Jimmy G's been at quarterback the whole season.
I know, but he's not good.
Well, if he's not good, then how did they make it so far?
Because of Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and their defense. You have to look at the 3 games they played in the playoffs. That the Cowboys game where he had, I feel like it was that pick at the end of the third quarter. I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna need to check that and make sure that's factual. He played absolutely terrible the entire game against the Packers. The only reason why they won that is because the Packers special teams unit literally crumbled under pressure. And the Rams, this game in general, proves that Jimmy G was not a good QB with that late interception. And
another thing, for all the people, all the Detroit fans that was saying Stafford was the problem, this past season has shown y'all crystal freaking clear that Stafford was not the problem. Stafford's never been the problem. It was the coaching staff. It was the GM. It was everybody.
It was just the Lions in general.
It was everybody in the front. It was literally just Detroit in general. Besides Calvin Johnson, Amir Abdullah,
I don't think that's how you say his name.
Amir Abdul. I don't know how you say his name, but that running back. And
Glover Quinn, Ndamukong Suh,
right.
Reggie Bush for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Did I
Give
say
him his
Calvin
give
Johnson?
him his Heisman Trophy back. Okay, continue.
Did I say Calvin? Did you
No.
say Calvin Johnson?
No.
Oh well, then Calvin Johnson. Who else am I thinking of? I feel like I'm missing a lot more players, but
Still, basically, what we're trying to say is Stafford has never been the problem throughout his 10-year career. It's literally the line.
13.
Damn, yeah, 13-year career. My fault. But yeah, this past season with him on the Rams just proves that Stafford is one of the best quarterbacks in the league as of right now. I'm not gonna say he's top 5, but I'd even go as far as saying that he's a top 10 quarterback in the league.
That's factual.
Right.
If
in
not
this
top
whole
10,
in this whole season,
top 11.
Yeah. Well, he's top 12 for sure then. If not top 10 or not top 5. And this whole past season has proven to everybody, all the Stafford doubters, that he's proved himself. Even I remember last year, people were saying that he wasn't a pocket quarterback. He never scrambled. He's tried to scramble a couple times this year. He's actually scrambled and gotten some decent yardage a couple times this year.
That's a lie.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't he have a couple rushing touchdowns this year?
I don't think so, but he's not a mobile quarterback.
I know he's not a mobile. No, I know
he's nowhere near a mobile quarterback.
I know he's not a mobile quarterback.
I'll give you a fun fact. Besides Matthew Stafford, the only other Lions QB to have more than 8 wins in a season was some guy named Charlie Batch, I'm pretty sure. Which was almost 23 years ago. So they've only had, I think, four years where they've got, I think, 8+ wins.
Okay. Oh, and I was saying something earlier that you might be happy with hearing. The Celtics have the best net defense rating in the NBA over the past 15 games. And the best interior defense over the past 15 games.
Well, I mean, that is the prime reason why we're on a 4-game winning streak right now. We should have been playing like this the entire season, even the playoffs last year. Like, bro, at this point, I don't even care. Because you know what's going to happen. They're going to somehow sneak into the playoffs at a 42-40 record. They're going to face some superior team and get swept.
They didn't get swept last year. Did they get swept last year?
No, they won one fluky game against the Nets last year in the first round.
Oh, they called it a fluky game. That's crazy.
It's a fluky game, man.
How?
I don't know how they won that game. We should have gotten swept.
Oh, since we're on the topic of the Nets, what is happening? They dropped their last 6. And keep in mind, this is the Brooklyn Nets that's supposed to have been the best team in the league, the best team, a quote unquote dynasty.
Well, Dylan, this year they have some excuses. Kyrie almost missed half the season. KD's been injured, and I don't know what James Harden has done.
KD is the best player out of those 3. Let's set that straight right now.
That's obvious.
Let's set that straight right now. But Kyrie, he missed half the season on his own terms.
Exactly.
He missed half the season on his own terms. I'm not saying this to go against any of the people that are anti-vaccination or anti-vaccine, but Kyrie has missed half the season on his own terms. It's not like anybody told him to not get vaccinated. Nobody told him. Yeah, literally nobody told him to not get vaccinated. And the New York governor said that he's not allowed to play home games. Has he played home games? I don't think he's played any home games this year.
I might be sure he might have just played, I think, 1. I don't remember.
I don't think he's played any home games this year. But I'm not saying this to go against any of the anti-vaccine people, but Kyrie missed half the season on his own terms. Nobody told him to not get vaccinated. Nobody told him to just do what he's been doing. He did all of that on his own terms. He's missed half the season on his own terms. The New York governor has something to do with it, but at the same time doesn't, because for the simple fact that he's the only one that made the rule. Kyrie could have gotten vaccinated before the season started and not have to deal with that, and the Nets would be the best team in the league right now. But
no, that would be the Suns.
Well, the best team in the East right now.
Okay.
But basically, all of that would not have ever happened unless he got vaccinated and he decided to actually play all games this season. But with at the rate that the Nets are playing right now, considering the fact that they dropped their last 6, and I think they played today.
No, dropped their last 7.
They played yesterday.
Yeah.
Who they? The Kings?
No, they played the Jazz.
They lost to the.
Yes.
Wow. Well, yeah. The Nets dropped their last 7. They're finna go on a 10-game losing streak. This is supposed to be your dynasty, and the team that's supposed to win the championship and be better than.
Now, you know, if they fully healthy, they just run into the entire NBA.
But that's the thing, though. They're all injury prone. They've been injury prone over the past 3 years. Nobody. It would be different if they were a healthy big three.
Oh, I forgot to mention they lost by 23.
That's terrible. That it would be different if they were an actual healthy big three, but they're not. Kyrie missed a cool 2 or 3 months with an ankle injury last year. He missed the playoffs last year. He missed the rest of that series with the Bucks in the playoffs last year because he hurt his ankle. Harden hurt his hamstring and left KD by himself out there to almost carry them back, which he very much almost did carry them to the next round. But Harden, the whole reason why Harden even went to the Nets is because he said he don't want to be the main guy. But with Kyrie only playing away games and KD being hurt, he's very much in the same position that he was in
Houston.
Right. He was pretty much in the same position that he was in when he was in Houston.
And probably in Oklahoma. No, he was a 6-man.
No, Oklahoma City, he was a 6-man. That was KD and Russ. But, okay, since we on the top first, who you got in the Super Bowl?
Rams.
I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be
for 3 simple facts. That the Bengals secondary is very sketchy.
And so is the Bengals offensive line.
Yeah, the offensive line is sketchy. We already know what the Bengals weapons can do to a defense. So,
yeah, we already know that. So
they have way better receivers than the Rams, though. But I feel like Jalen Ramsey, I think he's going to be moved on to everybody.
He
might be moved on to everybody, or he just might just stick on Jamar Chase.
Yeah, it's a good chance that he's going to be on Jamar Chase the entire night.
But the offensive line of the Bengals is very sketchy. The Rams pass rush is the best in the entire league. So they're going to eat that offensive line for breakfast. And I feel like Matthew Stafford and Odell and the entire offense are going to do just enough to beat the Bengals. But it's still going to be a very high-scoring game.
But it's going to be this is the most likable Super Bowl that we've ever had.
Exactly.
I don't really care. I want the Rams to win the Super Bowl just for the simple fact I'm a Rams fan. Well,
no, you're not.
Shut up.
No, you're a Bills fan.
Temporarily, I'm a Rams fan.
Yeah, we're temporary. Yeah, we're temporary Rams fans. We're actually Chargers and Bills fans.
We're temporary Rams fans. So this is going to be the most likable Super Bowl in NFL history, in my opinion. But I would not. I would be happy if Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase won their first Super Bowl together. And plus, this would be Jamar Chase's first Super Bowl in his first year in the league, and that's a great way to end your rookie season. Plus, he won Rookie of the Year too. Yes, he did.
Where'd you find that?
It was on Twitter. Jamar Chase won Rookie of the Year.
Are you sure about that?
It was on Overtime. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jamar Chase won Rookie of the Year. Back to basketball. What the hell? Pardon my language. What is going on with the Sixers and Ben Simmons right now?
I mean, Simmons is. I don't know. He hasn't played the entire season. He's probably not going to play the entire season. I mean, Simmons in general has just. This is an all-time low for him because he's missing out on millions of dollars.
He literally finessing the Sixers right now. He's finessing the Sixers out of $40 million just so he could sit around and quote unquote say he's not ready to play because of his mental health issues.
I mean, it's very serious in general.
I mean, yes, don't get me wrong. Mental health is a very serious topic, but come on, bro. Literally, this all did not start until you decided to give up that wide open layup in Game 6 against the Hawks and have your coach call you out, and almost everybody on the Sixers call you out for being soft. And we all know you can't shoot. You have how many threes did he hit? Only one. He's only hit
in
one
his career.
Yes,
I think he's hit 4.
You hit 4 threes in a
5 or
6 year,
a 6-year span.
Come on, man.
I mean, he should play those strengths. He's a great defender. He's a great passer. He's a great playmaker. And he can just mash the paint.
But I get that. But don't you? It's been 6 years. Don't you think if somebody's gonna recognize his game, and once they see him coming up the court, crowd the paint, and force him to shoot?
Yeah.
That's why I've been saying he gonna have to work on his jump shot.
Yeah, because if he actually plays, teams are going to adapt to his play style. He's a great playmaker. He can mash the paint very well. They're going to send multiple guys in the paint in general.
Right. The Ben Simmons is going to be the reason why some of these very lackluster interior paint defense teams are going to excel. Just for the simple fact that when they play the Sixers, they're going to lock up Ben Simmons. Well, they're going to give Ben Simmons a hard time and give Joel Embiid a hard time. Just for the simple fact that, well, Joel Embiid can actually space the floor. He's the only person that can actually really space the floor. So I will have to probably say, yeah, Ben Simmons. He's acting like a kid right now. He's not acting like the grown man with a $40 million contract.
Exactly, a grown man that can single-handedly end, like, what am I saying? Can end what am I saying? Can end man's careers in just a simple dunk. Right. Because he has hops.
He's very athletic for being a 6'10" point guard that can't shoot.
Yeah.
He's athletic. Gotta give him his
his props.
Oh, yeah, gotta give him his very silent props about that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Plus the trade deadline is coming up, and for the people that don't know about the trade deadline, we just had a trade happen yesterday where the Clippers sent Keon Johnson. I got it. Keon Johnson, Justice Winslow, and Eric Bledsoe, along with a 2025 second-round pick to the Trailblazers for Robert Covington and Norman Powell. And the 2025 second-round pick came from Detroit when they got Reggie Jackson.
Wait, hold on a minute. So when the Pistons traded Reggie Jackson to the Clippers, the Clippers also got a second-round pick that's 3 years from now, which will probably not matter.
Yeah. Huh. They've been doing that. That's how it was back. That's how it's always been. They always been trading.
It's when they traded picks from like 8 years from now.
They've always been doing that. And for the people that are just not joining us, hi, hello. If you're not new, you should already know our names by now. Dylan Cotton, co-host Connor Cotton over there. You are currently watching, this week's episode of All Eyes on the Ball, currently being streamed live on WJZZ Cool TV, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all the other top social media platforms out there. And if you enjoy our show, if you enjoy watching our show, and you just enjoy hearing us go back and forth about sports, feel free to send a cash donation to our Cash App, which is All Eyes on the Ball, or send a donation. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but send me a Buy Me Coffee donation. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's Buy Me Coffee donation, which will help us very, very much. And also, make sure to tune into our website. We'll have past episodes from the previous weeks in case you can't make it to the live stream. You can watch it on our website or even on the Facebook page, but we would recommend that you go to our website to watch our previous episodes that you might have missed on allousontheball.com, and follow our Instagram, allousontheball.com. We've been getting back active on there. And yeah, thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. All right, so back in February, March Madness is coming up next month. March Madness came up very fast.
Let me go download that app right now.
Yeah. Let's download that app after the show. After the show.
But Dylan, I think if you were to actually want to win, you're gonna have to make 25 separate brackets for every single outcome, and then you're gonna have to have every single possible score.
All I know is I'm not betting on Virginia.
Yeah. Nobody bets on Virginia nowadays.
And nobody. If you want to,
what is even Virginia's record? Let me look at.
I highly doubt they're good. I bet you I'll get it before you do.
I'm gonna get it. Got it.
Dang it!
They are
Virginia
7-5.
That's
in the conference. Overall they're 13-9.
That's they. When Kyle Guy played for Virginia, they were the best team in college basketball, but still lost to that 16th seed in the first round. So
what was that 16th seed again? Hold on.
It was like USBC. I think it was UC Santa Barbara. They lost to UC Santa Barbara in the first round and shocked everybody's brackets. But no, that's not it. March Madness is coming up, and some teams that we recommend that you watch. We recommend that you watch Auburn. Auburn, just for the simple fact that they're the number one team in the country. Alabama has Alabama. I'd say watch Alabama, but at the same time don't, because they have been on a rocky stretch. I remember one time in the season they were the number one team in the country, but they have not been playing like the number one team in the country. Javon Quinterly been hooping though. But Javon Quinterly, J.D. Davison, Jaden Shackelford, and everybody on that Alabama team has been doing their thing, but they have been because they just got.
Oh, wait, continue.
They just got blew out by Auburn the other day. It was like 181.
Sheesh. Oh, Dylan, was it 2018 where they went 31-3?
Yes.
Oh, they lost to a team called Maryland Baltimore County.
Oh, what the?
Yep, Maryland Baltimore County.
Oh my goodness.
Who proceeded to lose the next round 50-43 to Kansas State.
I mean, Alabama right now is 14-8 for the people that don't know.
And hold on a minute. This team had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 future NBA players on it.
Literally. I'm pretty sure. Nah. Okay, another team. I'm gonna talk about Auburn right quick. Auburn has been ever since Wendell Green transferred from Western Kentucky. He has really. I believe he's changed the program around. With him, the addition of Jabari Smith, KD Johnson is coming into his own. Devin Cambridge, Dylan Caldwell, and I'm missing somebody else. Something Flanagan. Whatever. It's Corey Flanagan, I believe, is his name. Look at Corey Flanagan and see if you could find who I'm talking about. But yeah, Corey Flanagan has been doing his Auburn has been doing their thing, period. Auburn has been doing their thing in general. You got Wendell Green, the best passer in the nation. I'm gonna make a hot take and say he's the best passer in the nation. I believe
Is it Corey or Alan Flanagan?
I think it's Alan Flanagan. Basically, they play for Auburn this year.
No, he's not the best passer. He's only averaging 1.8 assists.
Oh well, he's doing his thing. Even he's doing his thing for a very undersized guard in the SEC. Even though the SEC is mainly known for their athleticism, their athletes, and just
there's no Corey Flanagan.
I swear there's a Flanagan on that team.
Nah.
There's no Flanagan on that team?
No, there's no Flanagan on that team.
Flanagan.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. That's enough about Auburn. Duke, I don't know what has been going on with Duke.
They're 18-3. What are you talking about?
I haven't been hearing anything about them.
So they're still one of the most dominant teams in college basketball.
All I know is they play UNC tonight at 7:00. I'm pretty sure, which would be Coach K's final game in the chapel. In the chapel,
I think so.
Yeah, final game in the chapel before he retires after this year. Roy Williams has.
That's my pick for the national championship.
Duke.
Yeah, Duke and UCLA.
Nah, I don't think UCLA is good, but I don't think they national championship good. Auburn, I believe, is national championship good.
Okay, well, my 4 picks for the national championship: Duke, Auburn, UCLA, and my dark horse pick is Arizona.
Arizona.
You see how they embarrassed UCLA yesterday?
They didn't even. How?
Oh well, not
like,
embarrassed.
It was like 74-63. I know that UCLA redshirt freshman got arrested for spitting on somebody. He got charged for assault.
How? Okay, hold on a minute. How is that assault? Oh,
let me see.
Arizona.
Okay, Arizona is 18 and they're 18-2. They just beat UCLA the other day.
Yeah, that's my dark horse pick.
I'm not gonna lie, Arizona. All right, my national championship picks are Auburn. I'm gonna say Gonzaga. Just for the simple fact that you have Chet and Drew Timme, the 2 7-foot point guards.
Chet Holmgren is basically a demigod at this point.
Chet Holmgren has been doing his thing.
Why did I think Chet Holmgren was in the NBA already?
He's been doing his thing since high school. You got Drew Timme, Chet Holmgren, Andrew Nembhard, and Dominic Harris.
You really think Gonzaga's gonna win?
They might.
After what they did last year, they went undefeated.
That's if they don't. That's if
they got blown out by Baylor.
That's if they don't play Baylor. That actually, I take that back. That's if they don't play any team that's in the SEC or the Big 12.
What happened with them in the Big 12?
Baylor is in the Big 12.
Oh, okay.
Baylor's in the Big 12. That's okay. All right. My national championship picks. You got Auburn, Baylor. I'm gonna say my dark horse pick USC.
USC.
They're 19-3.
Okay.
They've been doing their thing, and so has Boogie Ellis and Isaiah Mobley, who decided to take another year after his own brother did a year in college and went to the league.
Baylor's 19-3.
That's what I'm saying. Even though they don't have Davion Mitchell, Scott Drew has been doing his thing for Baylor. Scott Drew, Bruce Pearl. I would not be surprised if Bruce Pearl won the Coach of the Year award for the NCAA.
Hey, bro, no cap. When it gets time for March Madness, no cap, I might just start screaming March Madness games during class.
Don't do that. I don't know. We're not gonna end up like that commercial.
I did that in 6th grade.
That was 6th grade. That's not now. But Auburn, I want to say Auburn, USC, Arizona to an extent. Duke.
No, don't sleep.
My dark horse pick is USC for sure.
Bro, Duke ain't no dark horse pick, you know.
I know. I never.
Coach K is on. Coach K is coaching that team. So with any team that's coached by Coach K is an automatic contender.
They didn't make it last year.
They didn't.
No, Duke or Kentucky didn't make it last year. Last year was the first NCAA tournament that we had without Duke or Kentucky in the past 20 years.
The past
30 years.
That's because they went 13-11.
I know, with Coach K coaching.
Okay, bro, you act like,
I'm not saying that Coach K is a bad coach. I'm saying they went 13-11, and if y'all don't believe our facts, y'all can go look them up on your own time.
Don't
and
matter.
Them up by yourself.
It was still a winning season.
But still, though, they didn't go dancing, and neither did Kentucky. Last year,
it was a down year for both of them.
I know. Last year's Kentucky basketball. Oh gosh, last year's Kentucky basketball team was the worst Kentucky basketball team that I've ever seen in my 17 years of living. And me and a basketball fan, Kentucky. Oh gosh, they're known for John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns. Who else? Anthony Davis, if I had not already said him. And they just recently bought in like a load of new transfers before the season started. You got Xavier Wheeler from Georgia.
Hold on a second.
I'm pretty sure.
Last year was, I think, the first year they missed the tournament since 1994.
That's what I'm saying. That was.
Hold on a minute.
First time
Coach K has been the coach of this team since 1980.
I know that.
Okay,
that's why he's retiring.
Hold on. He's had a total of, he's only had three. He's only had 3 losing seasons, and I think 3 seasons where he's had over 10 losses.
And this year is not going to be one of them because the season is almost over. Continue though.
All right, but still, whatever team that Coach K is coaching,
break the chair.
No, whatever team Coach K is coaching is always a contender. Let's make that
not last year.
All right, besides last year.
But okay, besides last year,
I'm going to change chairs right now.
Besides last year, you have a point.
Yeah.
But yes, 18-3 is Duke. North Carolina is 6-6 with their new head coach in. Now North Carolina.
Who's their previous coach?
Roy Williams. Roy Williams has been their previous coach.
Oh.
The best player on that team is Armando Bacot. We're not gonna talk about the last name.
Okay, I know.
Not gonna talk about the last name. But Armando Bacot is the best big man Armando Bacot is the best big man in the country. It's hands down. He's better than Kofi Cockburn. I know his name is Coburn, but I've been pronouncing it Cockburn. But
I ain't no way you just say he's better than Kofi Cockburn. Bro.
He is. He leads men Division 1 basketball in double doubles.
Hold on a minute.
Armando,
that's just one stat.
Armando, but still, Kofi might be a more dominant big man.
Bro's averaging 22 and 10.
He's leading the nation in double doubles.
Okay, that's one stat.
But still, what is Kofi leading the country in? What is Kofi leading Division 1 in?
Stop doing that.
No, I'm not gonna stop doing that until you tell me what Kofi Cockburn is leading the country in.
Hold on, I'm looking at it. Oh wow, he's actually not leading the country in.
Right. Right. Armando Bacot is a double-double machine. Let's set that straight right now.
It's basically Nikola Jokic, but a college version.
Yes.
Okay, well, I can't say that because Jokic is the MVP. And this guy's in college. but I'm gonna say he's a mini Nikola Jokic.
He gonna win the big man award this year. Oh gosh, I was talk. He's definitely gonna win what's the big man award in college? Whatever the big man name award is in college, he's winning that this year. Now Caleb Love has slowly been coming into his own, considering that it's only been his second year at UNC, and last year he kind of got thrown into the ropes early because no, he didn't. They didn't make the tournament. I'm tripping. Yes, Caleb Love is coming into his own this year. You got Armando Bacot, who's been there for a minute. I believe he's going to be a senior next year at college, and he's going to go to the league. He's definitely a future first-round pick. Now, let me catch my breath right quick. We're going to talk about UCLA. There's nothing wrong with UCLA. I have no problem with
All I got to say is Johnny Juzang's a G.
Johnny Juzang has been doing his thing. Johnny Juzang and Julius Bernard have definitely been coming into their own for UCLA. Especially, and literally, Johnny Juzang is leaving off where he started last season in the tournament. And that spectacular tournament run that he had where they knocked off a couple of teams.
They beat the number one. They beat 1 seed Michigan, 2 seed Alabama, 14 seed Albania and Christian, 6 seed Birmingham Young, and 11 seed Michigan State.
Which I still think Michigan State should make the tournament. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Dog.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Wait, hold on. This would have been relevant if UCLA would have gotten knocked down the first couple of rounds.
Wait.
But UCLA went to the Final Four.
I know.
So you cannot say Michigan State should have made the tournament over a team who went to the Final Four.
No, I'm saying before they went to the Final Four. State been doing their thing. They 17-4 this year. Don't even look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
Okay.
Kind of don't look at me like that.
Okay.
Boy, don't look at me like that.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that. But UCLA, Johnny Juzang, let's talk about him. Your opinion on Johnny Juzang.
All I gotta say is that the tournament run last year kind of changed my perception on Juzang himself. And for a simple fact that Juzang is starting to grow into one of my favorite players in college basketball. It's not still Kofi Copper is my favorite player, but I feel like Juzang, he's gonna lead UCLA to at least the Sweet 16, if not the Final Four again this year. Matter of fact, I got him in the national championship. I know that's a stretch.
Against who?
Now that hold on.
I know that's a stretch, but against who?
Probably if they don't end up in the same
it's a good chance no, I take that back. No, they're probably not.
They don't end up in the same
They're not gonna. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but they're not gonna end up in the same bracket as Duke.
Yeah,
it's an Eastern Western. It's an East, West, Southeast, Southwest, Northeast, and Northwest type of thing. It's gonna be East and West, but it's gonna be different divisions concerning where in the state the school is at.
Now I get it. Hold on. Now I get it that Duke has an 18-3 record, but this is probably one of the most weakest rosters they've had in a few years.
Yeah, that's exactly
so
why.
Probably Duke, UCLA, or I'll probably
just like Kentucky.
I'll probably say UNC and Arizona. But I feel like But last year
I don't think UNC not gonna make it. I mean UNC gonna make the tournament, but they're not gonna go far.
Okay.
They're not going far.
But I feel like Juzang is like one of the most prolific scorers I've seen playing college basketball. But I feel like the only downside is I don't think his 3-point shooting is that good.
Now that you think about it, Juzang is really known more for being a slasher than really a shooter.
Yeah,
he's more known for his.
I feel like he's a more prolific scorer and a prolific passer with his driving abilities top notch, but not top 2.
Johnny Juzang is a 6'7", 2. And for the people at home that don't know or are not familiar with the UCLA basketball team or who Johnny Juzang is a third-year player at UCLA out of I'm pretty sure out of Harvard Westlake in Central California, who is currently averaging
17-4-1.
Yeah, he's averaging 17-4-1, and he's at 28 career starts during his time at UCLA, which he's clearly been doing his thing, and he's proven to his coach that they need to put him in the game.
Well, dude, he's their best player on the team by far. Well, not by far, but just like out of everybody on that team. We got 6 minutes left.
And then let's I want to talk about Auburn again right quick.
They're 21-1, bro. We get it.
I know they're the number one. They're winning the bro. If Auburn, I swear, I don't know how many times I can say.
Don't you even say anything about them because they're on like a 6-game winning streak right now.
Who did they lose to?
They haven't lost to anybody.
Yes, they have.
Oh, who they lose to? Let me see if I can find it.
I'll find it first. Bet y'all find it first.
Hold on.
Bet y'all find it first.
I'm gonna find it.
I'll find it first. I'll find it first. No.
I'm gonna find it.
No.
Hold on. Schedule results. They lost.
Damn it.
They lost to Connecticut.
What the?
Yeah, they lost to Connecticut. Who is currently 15-6 and I think the 22nd team of the country, and who just lost to Creighton.
Oh, they're playing Georgia right now. They're in a close game right now. It's 64-66 with 3 minutes left. They might lose again.
Oh, I mean, dude, it's Georgia, bro.
That's the point. They're 6-16.
Oh, okay.
They're 6-16.
Okay,
they beat Memphis in my
Wait,
ow.
So Georgia's 6-16 right now?
Yes.
Okay.
They beat Alabama. They beat Memphis. They beat.
I mean, it's Memphis, Dylan.
Memphis is mid. We know this. I want to see.
Hold on. We're gonna have to watch this game.
I have to see. Yes, we are going to watch this game once the show is over. No, I take that back. The game's going to end before the show is over.
Yeah.
But yes, all right. Georgia. All right. Since we talked about the best,
Georgia is 6-16.
That's what I'm saying, and they in a close game with the number one team in the country, y'all.
Okay, Ocaneto. I can't say his name correctly.
25. I know.
He's got 25.
I'm looking at the stats right now.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure this guy is William Green Jr. Wendell Green
Jr. He's from Detroit.
Okay,
he went to Country Day and played at La Lumiere, and then he committed to Western Kentucky.
Ain't no way they might lose to a 6-16 Georgia team.
Katie Johnson has 20 points. Wendell Green has 15, and Walker Chrysler has. That's another person I wanted to talk to y'all about. Walker Chrysler. He's like a big man. He's like a skinny. He's like a taller, skinnier white version of Jokic. He literally is almost built the same as Jokic. He's just longer than him. He's 7'1", I'm pretty sure, and a cool 230. No, 7'1" and 215. Let me look up his weight right now. He's 7'1" right now. He plays center and plays forward. He's 20 years old. He was born in 2001, 3 days before my birthday.
Okay, but hold on a second. We're gonna go back to this game for a quick second because Auburn was up 12 at halftime.
If they lose, they can't lose.
Exactly. It's a 6-16 Georgia team. It's 3 minutes left, and
you have a potential number one pick. Yes, there is a Flanagan on that team. Alan Flanagan.
Oh, I must have. That's the one I said. That's what I said.
I said Alan Flanagan. It was a Corey Flanagan on the team last year, but I knew there was one Flanagan on the team, and Devin Cambridge has 2 points. You know what? For the last 3 minutes, we're just gonna go down the lines. We're just gonna go down the stat line of the Georgia game. We're just gonna talk. Yeah, the last 2 to 3 minutes, we're gonna talk about the Georgia game. All right.
And you know what's worst? What? Georgia is shooting 4 of 13 from 3. Auburn is shooting 25% from 3, 71% on free throws, which that should not happen.
71%, yeah. Free throws is literally 3 points.
And Georgia is shooting 38%.
From the field?
Yes, it's 324, and Georgia is still up by 2, but still.
That's crazy. Okay, so we're going to run. Oh, and for the people that don't know anybody on the roster, for the last 2 minutes, we're just going to go down the list of everybody. We got Wendell Green Jr., 2021 graduate, who is in his sophomore season he's in his sophomore season at Auburn University. He played last year for Western Kentucky, where he had a double-double. He averaged 15 and 10 last year. You got Katie Johnson, who I believe is a third-year player for Auburn, who is currently averaging, I want to say, 19 and 5. You got Jabari Smith, potential number one pick, freshman. He played in high school last year, 2021 graduate. I'm pretty sure he reclassed. He has 5 points right now in the game. I'm pretty sure he's probably in foul trouble. That's why. And you have Walker Chrysler, third-year player. He just played for North Carolina for the past 2 years. He's in his third year at Auburn. You have Alan Flanagan, who currently has 8 points. Alan Flanagan, I have not heard anything really about him. All I know about Alan is that he's a very athletic guard that can affect the pick and roll situation for Wendell Green. And basically Devin Cambridge, Alan Flanagan, and Jabari Smith all can affect the pick and roll game for Wendell Green, which I believe has been most of their points last season. No, over this past season. And I remember watching the game where they played Bama.
Oh, they tied it.
They tied it?
Yep.
Oh, snap. I remember watching the Alabama game when they played them. Most of their points were off of the pick and roll set.
Georgia went up again.
Ah, darn it. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. We have officially ran out of time, but this has been another episode of All Eyes on the Ball with the two familiar faces that you guys should know and love right now because we're just like that. And yes, this has been another episode of All Eyes on the Ball with your host, Dylan Cotton, my co-host, Connor Cotton. And until next week, we will see you guys then. Bye.
Oh, Auburn's down by 1 right now.
Oh, come on. The show's over. The show's over. You know what? Since the show's not over, I'm about to watch the game live. Let's
watch the game live.
I'm about to put it right here. If it'll come up.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if it's on ESPN.
It is.
I deleted ESPN.
It's on the computer. I got it right here.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's watch the game live.
Wait, I gotta put it in TV. Dang it, I gotta put it in TV provider. Wait, the show's over. We're over.